Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I have the 2011 Tacoma out here with me. One of the fog lights is burnt out, so I'm going to go ahead and replace both fog lights with some new LED ones so it makes it much easier to see at night. When it comes to these 2011 Tacomas, the halogen bulbs that initially come in these trucks, it's not all that bright. Honestly, I've had problems seeing with them for years. I finally changed them out to LEDs, and I will link those in the description. That's something I did probably 3 months ago. But as you can see, the fog lights are still halogen, and that one's on, and obviously this one is not. You know, those bulbs are probably the factory ones that came with the vehicle. Well, definitely need these fog lights. Are going to add a little bit of additional light, especially on foggier nights whenever I'm going on some of these remote roads to my hunting property. So going to be changing these out today. In addition to changing out these fog lights, I'm going to use this video to give y'all a quick rundown as to where I've been, what I've been up to, and why I haven't posted any videos in about the last 3 to 4 weeks. So I'll hopefully answer some of those questions. But for the time being, let's go ahead and get to the truck and go ahead and replace these fog lights. Fortunately, when it comes to changing these fog lights out, it makes it pretty easy. Simply behind the plastic wheel well cover, you can open it up, and right there is the fog light. Now, this truck has been taken off-road quite a bit. It has 175,000 miles, so this pin is gone. However, if these pins were not gone and the front guard or plastic wheel well was still in one piece, you simply use these tools right here to pry those pins out. They're usually plastic, and then get behind here to change the light. Alright, I want to try to do this one-handed, but there's the plug. All I'm going to do is take this plug and I'm going to turn it upwards, and I should be able to eventually pop it out like such, and then there's my bulb. Now it may be a little bit difficult to see here if I shut this light off real quick, but that bulb is actually shot, so definitely burn out. Time to replace it. Now, if you just got new bulbs, all you would do is remove the bulb at this point, put a new bulb in. However, these LED lights that I bought, they actually have the entire connector on them as such, so I'm just going to remove the bulb and seating, and that way I can go ahead and put the new light in. Now, in order to remove the seating, all I'm going to do is push up on this tab and pull out the bulb. However, it's going to take 2 hands to do so, so let me reset real quick. So once again, I'm just going to pull up on these connectors and just kind of gently wiggling it loose. I don't want to pull on the wire end too much, so that's what I'm trying to be careful of. As far as touching this bulb, generally you're not supposed to, but it's out, so I'm not really worried about that rule. There we go, that is disconnected. There's a little bit of dirt on those pins. I don't really have any cleaner with me today, so I might have to work on that in the long run. But here is the new LED bulb. I'm going to plug that in. Make sure it is seated firmly. Make sure my tabs are covered. And there's the new bulb installed. Now, before I put it back into the fog light housing, I'm going to go ahead, turn the truck on real quick, and just verify that this LED light works. Awesome. The bolt works. So I'm going to go ahead, shut the car back off, and install it. Just like before, I'm just going to insert the bulb, get into the right position, and then turn it to lock it in place. And that is now tight and secure. And once again, just going to verify I didn't damage the wires or anything doing that. And I want to go ahead, turn this fog light on, and see how it looks. And there you have it. That fog light is in, and it is as bright as it can be. I'll take a side-by-side comparison to the halogen that is working on the driver's side. That way you just get an idea of how much additional light you're going to get on the roadway with this thing. Well, there you have it. A pretty successful change. I've got this one changed to the LED clearly, and this is still the halogen. I figured this was a good point to do a comparison between the two. While I don't have the amount of output or any way to measure lumens at this particular point in time, pretty clear that this one is significantly brighter. And later tonight, I'll go ahead and turn the LED fog lights on as well as the headlights and see just how much more visibility you will have. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead, change this one off camera because it's simply going to be the same exact process as I use for the passenger side, and that way we'll have LEDs all the way around. Well, I just got that second one changed out, and take a look at how much brighter these are. Even in the daytime, pretty clear and obvious. These are both significantly brighter. I'm going to link the specific LEDs I bought in the description below, as well as I'll put a link somewhere up here in this corner. But really happy with how this came out. So with these new headlights, fog lights, and this LED bar, I have plenty of light when I go down the swamp and I'm hunting and things of that nature. Now, as far as the Tacoma goes, the 2011, putting the fog lights in, that's about all I have to show for y'all. But if you're interested in hearing what's been going on and you've been part of the channel for any amount of time, stick around and we're going to get to that now. If you've been part of the channel, you may not recognize this space behind me, and simply I bought it just a couple of days ago. Long story short, I ended up just purchasing my first house, and I'm not terribly far from where I originally was, but I am in another state. So the culmination of the house purchase, moving everything, it's just taken a while. If you've bought a house, and especially the recent turmoil of the market, you know what I'm referring to. But I think I have most of that settled. I still got a couple other things I got to do now, but I should be back to making videos hopefully within the next couple of days now that I got the majority of things settled. So there's the reason why. Long story short though, in terms of people curious of where I'm moving, I'm not going to say too much. If you know this emblem right here, you can guess the state from that if you're aware of it. That's all I'm really going to say there though. I'll still be going to the camp hunting up there, but now even closer to some WMAs. I'm closer to some additional areas to fish, things of that nature. So there's going to be a lot of new content from new areas coming in the future. But that's really all I have for an update as of now. I can't wait to get this shop put together. That way I can work on some other projects like the boat, doing stuff on that, or the trucks, anything of that nature I'll be able to do here in my own space instead of having to continuously run around. But guys, I do hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you did and you enjoyed seeing the fog lights on the 2011 Tacoma, please make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.